Let's have a look at conversion. Conversion in your exam is a lot, okay? So here in this question, we're going to look at miles, kilometers, hours, seconds, all of that. Now, conversion can be done in a lot of different ways. I get that. Now, I pick one method that it should be simple enough that you don't have to think really much. Why? Because sometimes in conversion we multiply and sometimes we divide. Let's see. In Wimbledon tennis tournament 2023, the fastest women's serve was by Ariana Sabalenka at 121 miles per hour. So we have to use the conversion rate of 1 mile to 1.61 kilometers to convert 120 miles to kilometers. So how do we do that conversion? So we are saying, okay, that's our kind of like a touchstone. 1 mile equal 1.61 kilometers. So now, again, in order for it to work, I need to have mile here because I have to compare like with like. And here I have to have kilometers. So what am I converting? I am converting 121 miles into kilometers. So X I don't know. And how do we solve that? We cross multiply. So 1 multiplied by x, which is just x, equal 121 multiplied by 161. We put that in the calculator and we get 194.81 kilometers. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes, like in this case, we just multiply. But with this method, you don't really have to think about, do I multiply or do I divide? It will work by itself. Next part is saying convert 1 hour to seconds. Now that is simpler. We can use that method, but as well we can say, well, 1 hour, we know what is 60 minutes, and each 1 minute is 60 seconds. So 1 hour will be 60 minutes multiplied by 60 seconds because every 1 minute will have 60 seconds in it. And when we put that in the calculator, press equal, we get that that is 3,600 seconds. Now, the next part is saying use your answers to part A1 and A2. So what do we know from A1? Let's write that down. So we know that 121 miles, that is the same as 194.81 kilometers. And then we as well know that 1 hour is 3,600, and let's get a different color, seconds. So it is important for me to understand I have very different measurements here. So, okay, this is the information we use to convert what? 120 miles per hour to meters per second. How do I write it? 121 miles per what? 1 hour. And I have to convert that to meters. Oh, we need another color. Let's do black. We don't have black. Meters per 1 second. And we do have seconds. So what I'm looking for is here. I don't know how many meters per 1 second that's going to be. So that's what I'm saying. The reason why I'm using different colors because you cannot convert it when you have different measurement. So here is easy. We know that 1 hour is 3,600 seconds. So I can change that to seconds. So it will be 3,600, and let's get that, seconds. So now I have the same measurement. So here I need to change that. So I can do conversion miles to meters, but I say it will be easier. And that's the reason why they are pointing out. They are saying we have a measurement in kilometers. So let's convert kilometers to meters so that we can replace that. So again, we need to have some form of information about meters and kilometers. So this is the value I'm looking for. I don't know how many kilometers. Kilometers will be in meters. So what do we know about kilometers and meters? That 1 kilometer, it's 1,000 meters. So again, how do we solve it? We multiply across multiply it. So 194.81 multiplied by 1,000. And just to make that clear, doesn't matter how you're going to start the multiplication, as long that multiplication goes across. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you start. And then x multiplied by 1, which is just x. So when we put that in our calculator, we get that 194,810 is the number of meters. So that 121 miles, which is 194 kilometers. So when kilometers are changing to meters, this is the meters that I have. So now we can replace that with meters. So we can write meters and then 194,810. So again, how do we solve it? Cross multiply it. And again, doesn't matter where we start. So again, 1 multiply by 194,810 multiplied by 1 will be just 194,810, and then x multiplied by 3,600. So again, we want the value of x, not x multiplied by a number. How do we eliminate multiplication? Always the same, by dividing. But if I divide one side of the equation, I have to divide second side of the equation. Why do we divide? Because 3,600 divided by 3,600 equal 1. And 1 multiplied by x is x. And when we put that in the calculator and press equal to 2 decimal place, we're going to get 54.11, and that's my meters per second that they were looking for. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's simple multiplication, but sometimes it is division. But with this method, it works without kind of thinking too much. Now, there is a lot of that in your exam. It's going to be more than in one question, so it is very useful thing to know.